Jamak Karsandu reporting for Kamikaze TV here at the London Shoot Fighters Gym, standing alongside Bellator welterweight Michael Venom Page. And Michael, let's catch up. You were meant to fight on the British Invasion card last month. It didn't work out because you sustained an injury, a cut over your left eye. First of all, let's go back. How did it happen?
Well, it's quite kind of a freak accident, to be honest. We was doing some drills on the floor, guard passing. Something, again, it's all chilled at that kind of time. Everyone was like, oh, why are you smiling? Why are you doing this? And we're just like, it wasn't even like that. We're just doing some drills. And as I went to move past, he lifted his knee and it just grazed my eye. And he just looked up and said, oh, he's like, yo, you're bleeding. And again, I don't bruise or cut easy. And it just happened to just hit me in a perfect point. And unfortunately, he had to, come out. So it's one of those things.
Oh. Well, how long did it take to heal from that?
Even now, although it's closed up, and you guys can see, just right here above my eyes, closed up, and it's a lot smaller. Because it was still so soon, they didn't want me to go in. I think anything that brushed it would have opened up. And even now, I've got to wear like a big helmet to spar. But at least I'm back sparring and stuff. I'm still gonna need a couple of weeks before I'd be able to get away with, just Vaseline and then do my normal rounds. So yeah, it's been about 3 weeks now, so probably about a couple more weeks and I'll be all right.
Now, will this change the way you train closer to a fight in the future? Have you learned anything from this?
Again, because it was such a weird accident, I don't think it's gonna change too much about what I do. It was just one of those things. I think things happen for a reason. I guess it was meant to be. So I wasn't able to fight. I just wanted ready to come back. I'm just so hungry now because all that preparation that you do to go in for a fight, like you just want to get it out off your chest. And like when you just so close to a fight, you get pulled out. It's hard to kind of reset yourself. And I was dying to. I was telling the coach, I don't care. I want to fight. And they're like, we're not putting you in like that. But it was the right decision, and I'm just wanting to go again.
Okay. Well, the card you missed, obviously, it was labeled the British Invasion. Did that hurt a little bit more because you were part of that British contingent that was supposed to fight in that card?
Yeah, you know what? I still feel part of the team. I was up late night, like shouting at my laptop, like just going nuts. Like I was tweeting at the time as well, and I enjoyed the show. I think it was an amazing show. I loved what Scott Coker did with the back and the way they came out. It was almost like a WWE event with regards to the way they come out, which builds a massive excitement. I think that in by itself has just made that show really, really entertaining. And then on top of that, they had the fights that went down with it. It was, for me, I was in my bedroom just going nuts. I was a fan at that moment, man.
Well, Linton Vassell, Paul Daly, and of course Ali Maguire winning the Bellator Championship. All the Brits on the card, all won. What were your feelings, going through your body when you saw that? Man,
seriously, I just wish I was there. Even just to support the guys, I wish I was able to come out and just be in the side, just going nuts, because I'm just so proud of all of them. Like I said, in a short time we've all really connected really well. Like I know it's a bit of a thing that Scott Coker was doing, the British Invasion, but we genuinely got on. We had to meet a couple of times to do press conferences and stuff, and we were just laughing and joking like we've known each other for ages. So I really felt it when these guys were doing well, and then Liam to take the title as well. Massively proud of him, man. He deserved it. It was a really, really good fight, and I was actually impressed with the way the judges scored that as well, because a lot of the time they usually score the person on top.
Yeah.
And this is what I thought they was gonna do, but he actually did majority of the work. Like Emmanuel Newton was amazing to get out of some of those locks that he got into, and he's a true warrior himself. But Liam was doing most of the work from the ground, so I'm actually really impressed with how the judges scored that as well.
Okay. Well, a few weeks ago, Bellator announced that Ken Shamrock is returning to MMA. He'll be competing and fighting against Kimbo Slice on June 20th in Lewis, Missouri. First of all, what were your initial reaction when you heard about that fight being held in Bellator?
I think the man's crazy. Again, he's 51 now. I think he's had his time, but at the same time, sometimes when you're a warrior, you just can't put it to bed. Like he is a true warrior. He's there from the beginning, and Kimbo Slice for me is not he's not going to be the most technical MMA fighter, but he's still a very extremely powerful person. But the fact is, both their histories, it's just gonna be it's a story to tell, innit? So let's see what happens.
Well, regardless of what people think about that particular fight, what it does mean is that it most likely be one of the most watched MMA events,
Exactly.
especially on Spike TV in North America.
Yeah.
Is that a card that you potentially want to compete on?
To be fair, I just want to get back out. I'm not gonna lie. I really just want to get back out. I've heard talks of Bellator, you know, pushing me towards that kind of stuff or that kind of show as well. But I think I'm gonna draw eyes wherever I go. Like, I'm not interested in who else is on the card. I just want to get out and fight. And if I fight and then I'm able to go back out again on the next show, then on that show, then I think that'll be perfect. Like, ideally for me, I just don't want to wait any longer for that show, because I think it's in June, isn't it?
Yeah,
so I just I prefer to have an earlier fight than go out. But it's up to what the bosses say. So
have they reached out to you with an opponent in mind for you?
They all contact my coaches.
Right.
And like I said, my coaches deal with all of it. I don't really get involved in that. My coaches will literally go, "We've got an opponent for you," and I'm like, "Cool." And they're like, "Okay, he likes to do this, he likes to do that." We just get to work straight away, because I'm always in training anyway. I always feel like I need to improve. I need to get better. I need to get to the next step. And I'm in competition with the guys in the gym, let alone anybody out there. So I just don't care about names. I don't care about their history. It's just second my coach says we've got a guy, then I look into him, and that's it. Like, I don't point for people. I don't search out for people. I know I'm gonna get to the top anyway. So
what's it been like working with Scott Coker, versus the old regime, for example?
Again, I've always said, like, me and Beyond, he to be fair, I think one of the reasons why I was there is because he reached out and wanted me on his show. So I have to be massively thankful for him anyway. And I had a good relationship with him. Every time I used to walk past, and he'd be busy and just stop and just pull me over and start talking. For me, I got on with him really well. But what I did say is the difference is obviously his relationship with his staff members. I don't think they were, massively happy with the way he was running things. And since Scott Coker has come in, they've been a lot more relaxed. And what that changes the way, we're treated out there. We've never been treated bad, or I've never been treated bad. But the happier the back staff are, this is like the people that all the guys don't really get to see, but the happier they are, the better the better time we have when we go out there. You know what I mean? It's more relaxed. It runs more smoothly, and I think that's the kind of stuff that has changed. And again, Scott Coker's ideas, and like I said, that show for me was absolutely, it was amazing, which shows progression. Right. You know what I mean? It shows that he's going in the right direction. So yeah, massive respect to him. Massive respect to him.
Speaking of progression, going back to Lee McGeary, obviously now a Bellator champion, the UK MMA fans and the UK MMA scene seem to be really proud of the fact that finally one of the Brits has won a major championship in a major promotion. What was the kind of feedback or the feelings you got from the scene back here in England?
Yeah, I think everyone's massively proud of him, because he's a nice guy as well. It's not he's really genuine when he talks. He just talks from the heart, and I think anyone's going to be happy if anybody won that. It's happy for a character like that to win that as well. And he's doing extremely well. I think some of the stuff he did in that fight was amazing. And like I said, I was just bouncing around in my room, going nuts for him. And I think that's the same feeling I got around here. Everyone was really impressed with it. It's weird because not a lot of the people over here had heard of him before, because he obviously went over to America to do his training and moved to America pretty early in his career. So not a lot of people over here heard him. So when his name started coming out, people over here were like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And obviously they started watching more of his fights and heard of him. But even still, I'm still very proud to have him as the first person to step through that door.
Well, that leads me on to my next question. You obviously did go to AKA in San Jose to start training. Is that something that you want to do, is go over to the States for either a camp or to maybe join a gym out there at one point?
Like, London Shoot Fighters has been amazing for me. I think it's weird because when I made the choice to go over to MMA, I actually went to American Top Team because I got family out in Florida. So I went over to American Top Team, spoke to some of the coaches over there. Obviously, they hadn't seen any of my fights or anything before, but I just kind of wanted to have a feel. And I was actually about to move. Okay. I was about to make the move over there. And I thought, you know what, it's worth me researching home first to find out more. I just assumed, the Americans, you see it all the time, they kind of push it in your face. It's the Americans are the best place to be. So I already had a link over there. So I was like, I'm just going to go. Started researching over here, found this gym. I fell in love with the place, fell in love with everything that they do here. One thing I like about my coach is he didn't want to change me. A lot of people would be instantly worried about the way I fight, and he was kind of like, you know what you do has worked for so many years in your sport, so there's something about it that's good. I just want to make it safe in this sport.
Right.
He's like, I'm not going to change anything. He's like, just gonna, I don't like you to do that at that particular time. I don't like you to do this. And he just tweaking little things here and there. And it was good because I was able to express myself. And then not only that, he was like, that's amazing. And he's now teaching his guys, or the rest of our team, different drills that I used to do. And that's how he is. He'll take things from somebody and be like, okay, no, that's gonna work for you, or no, that won't work for you. And for me, that's a true coach, man. This really is. Okay.
Well, you want to be in there as soon as possible. Do you have a date in mind, or what's your maybe long-term goal plan as well? Maybe looking at the next 12 months or so. How do you see yourself navigating through the Bellator welterweight division?
I think in the next 12 months, I'm gonna have to have a title shot. There's no doubt in that. So I just want to put a few more guys away, get my level to, like I said, where I'm comfortable with absolutely anybody. I just want. And I know, I don't know when it's going to happen, but I know I'm going to feel it. And it's just going to feel correct. When I'm in the gym and I'm comfortable with absolutely, because we've got some high-level wrestlers, high-level jiu-jitsu guys. And if I'm comfortable with every one of them, then that's perfect for me. And on top of that, I know if I'm comfortable being grabbed, then the kind of kicks and punches you're going to see come out of me is going to be even crazier than you've already seen. Because I know if I make a mistake and someone grabs me, I'm still comfortable. Instead of now, I make a mistake, or I'm worried about making a mistake because I get grabbed and taken down and, put in a position where, I might even just get stalled out because I still feel comfortable on the floor. I might just get stalled out and lose a fight that way. And I just wouldn't want to see that happen. So I want to make sure that I'm confident everywhere. So if someone tries to stall me out, I can get back to my feet and then keep it going and just keep things moving. So I think in the next 12 months, you're going to see that come out of me.
Okay. Well, we look forward to watching your journey progress in Bellator. Michael Venom Page with title aspirations in Bellator MMA in the next 12 months. I'm Chamath Karsandhu reporting for Kamikaze TV.